Guys, welcome back. We are doing our second read of The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. So today I'm going to read this story again, and we are going to go over vocabulary. The Snowy Day. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like that. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman. And he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow. Now, heaping is one of our words that we're going to discuss right now. It is one of our vocabulary words. By looking at this picture, what do you think a great big tall heaping mountain of snow is? What do you think heaping means? It's a big pile of snow, right? It's piled up. So that's a huge pile of snow. Great job. And slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it around and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Now, firm is our other word. What do you think firm means here? Let's read it again. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket. So round and firm. So he made it solid, right, and stable. Because like when you're making a snowball, you don't want it loose because if it's loose, it just falls apart. But if it's solid and firm, you can throw it, right? So firm means it's a solid surface. It's stable. Then he went into his house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. What's adventure? That's our other word. An adventure. So he told his mom all about his adventures. Adventures means what he's done, his activities that he's done for the day. So we'll talk about that here in a moment, okay? But let's finish our story. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed and looked into his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. What do you think happened to his snowball? I think it melted, don't you? Because if you look at his pocket, it's a dark, wet spot right there. So I think it melted. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. And after breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. The end. All right, I want us to go back, and I want us to look at this word here. He told his mom all about his adventures. What adventures did he have in this story? Well, let's go back and look about his adventures with himself or his friend. So let's look. What adventures did he start with? He was walking in the snow, pointing his toes like this, pointing them that way, right? Oh, and then what was he doing? Dragging a stick. Okay. Oh, what did he do there? He hit a tree, and what happened? The snow fell on top of his head, didn't it? Yeah. So he walked off. Oh, there's a cool adventure. What was he wanting to do there? Snowball fight. But could he? No, because he was too little, right? Oh, so what else did he do? He made a snowman. That was a cool adventure, and made snow angels. Then what did he do? He went sledding. Another cool adventure. I love to sled in the winter. And then he didn't want his adventures to end, so he made a snowball and put it in his pocket, didn't he? Yeah, but when he went back to check, it had melted. So do you think that he had a fun day, an adventurous day playing in the snow? I think so. I think so. So what I want you to do today is we've went over vocabulary words, and we have adventure, meaning an exciting activity. We have heaping, meaning it's piled up, and we had firm, which is a solid surface, or it's stable. So what I want you to do is to design Peter and his friend. And I want you to draw a picture with an adventure in it. So thinking about the adventures, what could you draw Peter and his friend doing in this adventure? Example, like snowball fights, building a snowman, or snow angels. Think about what you could have Peter doing, all right? And make sure you draw your picture with Peter and his friend, and then write a sentence telling me about that adventure, okay? So this is your second assignment, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye, friends.